Good evening, Trace. You know, the Harris campaign is asking for a second debate. So we asked why, if they feel so good about how she did tonight, what is the need to put her up a second time? Their answer was basically she did so well and Trump did so poorly that they want to do that all over again. That is their view.
Watching as Fox tries to cope with the disastrous debate performance by Donald Trump, it's got to be honest, I really enjoy it. So I'm going to show you a bunch of other clips. I'm going to show you a bunch of other clips like that. It was like the most disastrous performance ever. So what is Fox doing to cope? Well, they're going to blame the moderators. So Hannity calls on Vivek Ramaswamy and Lindsey Graham and Tim Scott, all MAGA Republicans. Watch this.
How do you not ask that question?
100%.
How do you not ask it?
We need moderators that are not an extension of the Kamala Harris for president campaign.
And then you have Sean Hannity then calls on MAGA Republican Marco Rubio. They go, it's an embarrassment to journalism. Watch this.
Before I walked over and like, tapping him on the back. He's my senator.
They were impressed. The reporters were impressed.
The biggest, I think, failure for the country tonight was ABC.
Yeah, it's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment to journalism. I mean, it's on issue. I mean, there was times where they would say, Donald Trump, why did you do or say this horrible thing? And then the question to Kamala Harris is, what do you think about the horrible thing that Donald Trump did? There was no, I'm
sorry, I'm just having too much fun. And then you have Lara Trump, who now Donald Trump's daughter-in-law, who runs the entire Republican Party while she makes musical songs and she's focused on her music career and she's got the worst vote ever. And she goes, it was 3-on-1. It was so unfair. Here, play this clip.
Yeah. Okay, you watched the debate. Let's get your overall view.
Yeah, I mean, it was 3-on-1. It was sort of what we expected. Kamala Harris got up there. She lied. She brought up Project 2025, not just once, but multiple times, knowing full well that's something Donald Trump has disavowed. He says it had nothing to do with it. And
oh, I love it. And then you have Dana Perino, one of the Fox hosts, go, look, if you watch the first question and then the end of Donald Trump's closing remarks, you would have thought he did. You would have thought he did good. Here, play this clip.
That if there's a grievance on that part, you'll see it. I do think that he won on points on his first answer about the economy, and then his last answer was good. So if you only watch those two parts, and if you're like first impression and last impression, you might leave with an impression that he did all right. I'm surprised.
Oh, and then Jesse Waters just coping all night. And by the way, I know Jesse Waters' mom is a big MeidasTouch Network fan. I know she was enjoying tonight. And here's just watch Jesse Waters flail around. Watch this.
Jesse, your thoughts?
I don't think the American people are watching and thinking any of these people won. This was rough. This was pretty intense at times. She started off shaky. She regained her footing. But I thought she was going to come out with some of these memorable lines. All the memorable lines were from Donald Trump. Run, spot, rum. Shh, shh, I'm speaking. Does that sound familiar? Wake Joe Biden up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and go get him to sign this thing to close the border. I took a bullet because you said I was a threat to democracy. And they're eating the pets. You know, you watch this thing, if you're a Democrat, you're like, oh, she did a great job. She was much more forceful than Joe Biden. If you're a Republican, you look at this and you're like, that's Donald Trump. He had some moments where you were like, oh my God, where are we going with this? And then he just had some great knockouts. And so this race just got tighter.
To his credit, Brit Hume accurately described what went down during the debate. Play this clip.
Now, look, make no mistake about it. Trump had a bad night. He rose to the bait repeatedly when she baited him, something I'm sure his advisors had begged him not to do. In the first debate when Biden attacked him, he just kept his cool and kept going. In this debate, he rose to debating, and we heard so many of the old grievances that we'd long thought that Trump had learned were not winners politically. Mm-hmm. And there they all were, talking about how he didn't lose the election and all that. I mean, my sense is that she came out of this in pretty good shape. Now, how long this will last and is anybody's guess. But for tonight, at least, this was pretty much her night.
You're saying she had a good night?
I'm saying she certainly did.
Sean Hannity is in the spin.
But then Sean Hannity called Trump onto Fox. Then Trump's like, this was our best debate ever. By far, our best performance. Watch this.
Did you have fun?
I had a good time. I think it was our best debate ever. I thought it was really good. We had 3 against 1. but I anticipated.
Let's talk about that. 3 against 1, and all of her radical positions they leave on the table.
Yeah. No, we had a lot of negative kind of stuff. Look, I saw on your show last night, they had 100% positive coverage on ABC, and I had 94% negative coverage.
93% negative.
I exaggerate.
You got an extra percent non-negative.
Okay, there's nothing worse than light pouring in the house when you're trying to catch up on some rest. And having good blinds in your home may just be the most underrated addition that you could make. There's a better way to buy blinds and window treatments, and it's called 3-Day Blinds. They are the leading manufacturer of custom window treatments in the US, and right now they are running a buy one, get one 50% off deal. We could shop for almost anything at home. Why not shop for blinds at home too? 3-Day Blinds has local professionally trained design consultants who have an average of 10 plus years of experience that provide expert guidance on the right blinds for you in the comfort of your home. Just set up an appointment and you'll get a free, no obligation quote the same day. Not very handy? The expert team at 3-Day Blinds handles all the heavy lifting. They design, measure, install, so you could sit back, relax, and leave it to the pros. I've been using 3-Day Blinds since way before they were even a sponsor of the MeidasTouch podcast. My friend had redone his entire home with 3-Day Blinds. He got the smart blinds installed where you just ask Alexa to open your blinds and it happens automatically. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I asked him, where did he get this? How did this happen? He told me all about 3-Day Blinds and how easy the process was, and I ended up getting all the blinds in my home from 3-Day Blinds, and I am so glad that I did. They had so many options to choose from, and they were so helpful in guiding me to pick the perfect blinds for my home. It's no surprise that 3-Day Blinds has been in business for over 45 years and is the highest rated blinds company on Trustpilot at 4.7 out of 5 stars. Right now, you could get 3-Day Blinds buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, shutters, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to 3dayblinds.com/Meidas. That's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to 3dayblinds.com/Meidas. One last time, that's the number 3, dayblinds.com/Meidas.
Then Donald Trump was in the spin room and they were showing it on Fox, and watch as he struggled. He's like, 97% of people supported me. I won. Here, just watch him just like rant and rave in this room by himself. He like looks lost here. Play this clip.
It was the best debate I've ever personally that I've had. We're getting polls that show 92 to 6, 88 to 11. We're having a lot of great polls that just came out. Phone polls and lots of other polls, but you see the polls. A very important debate. Now she wants to do another one because she got beaten tonight, but I don't know. Why wouldn't you look at her? The polls are indicating that we got 90%, 60%, 72%, 71%, and 89%.
Where are you getting these numbers from?
Very good. Beyond the polls, I felt very good. I had a good time doing it. I hate to speak about our country so negatively, but that's what happened. They ruined our country. They destroyed our country. So I hope you're all having a good time. It was a very interesting.
Did she get on the?
Here's Hannity going on a rant and attacking ABC. Play this clip.
Disagree on other parts of what he said. I think the biggest loser in the debate, and we talked about this pre-debate, is ABC. The fact that we didn't get to fundamental, strong positions that Kamala Harris had taken on very deep and profound issues involving the economy and immigration and ending private health care and defund and dismantle. There was a lot of cliche, a lot of rehearsal that I saw in her performance. Okay, that's fine. That was anticipated. There were a lot of lies that she told about abortion, about Project 2025, about gun confiscation, and that was frustrating on a lot of fronts. I think that the biggest epic fail here is that, we're now 50 days in, and early voting, for example, we're in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania tonight, starts 1 week from tonight. And then it rolls out in all these other swing states that matter. The fact that we don't know if she still supports, free housing, healthcare, education, and sex change operations for illegal immigrants is unfathomable to me after an hour and a half debate. Does she still support defund, dismantle, no bail laws? Do we have an answer on no fracking and no drilling? She didn't say that in 2000. Even CNN fact-checked her after her 16-minute and 29-second debate. We don't have answers on the economy. Bidenomics being a great success. President Trump, I thought, was effective on the issue of, okay, 3.5 years you've been vice president. Why haven't you gotten these things done? And in many, many ways, that pass that she's gotten has been the greatest disservice, I think, tonight to the American people. That's on ABC Disney. That really shouldn't be the other candidate's job to be challenging them, especially when you have muted microphones. We don't know anything about Kamala Harris, and that's frustrating. I didn't hear you. What?
No, that's it.
And earlier in the day, here's what Alina Habba had to say about what she expected to happen on Fox. Play this clip.
Alina, you spent some time with the former president today. How is the mood?
He's great. He's great. He's ready to roll. He's like Rocky. He just gets focused. He knows his policies are going to win. He knows he's not trying to get taxpayer dollars to pay for transgender illegal immigrants to get transitioned in cells. So, I mean, when you...
Yeah, these people are really weird. Here she is again.
All right, so he's going to say you want breast implants for illegal aliens. You know, you want to legalize fentanyl. You want to get rid of the internal combustion engine. You know, you want to abolish ICE. I mean, it's a very long laundry list of just crazy, dangerous stuff that she said. Can you see her wiggling out of that?
No, not with President Trump. I mean, the reality is the border crisis has created 60% more rapes of women. We have 325,000 children who are lost from their families as a result of her actions. She's going to...
And love this question by John Carl of ABC. Watch what he asks J.D. Vance. Play this clip.
Let me ask you about this for just very quickly. I heard Donald Trump before this debate describe Kamala Harris as, I'll just read a few of them, a low IQ individual, somebody who doesn't have the mental capacity to be president, really dumb, unable to put two sentences together. Is that what you saw on the stage tonight?
John, what I saw was a lot of slogans. I think the American people are smart, and Kamala Harris talks to them like they're children. She repeats these ridiculous platitudes where if you actually think about what she said, you realize that it doesn't make any sense. She talks a lot about her plans, but then her plans, when you analyze the substance, don't make any sense. And more importantly, John, the American people don't get fed on plans. She has been...
Well, there you have it, folks. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million, 5 million, 6 million subscribers together. Have a great day.
Real quick, Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram at MeidasTouch right now as we head towards 400,000 followers so you don't miss a beat.